My name is May Farrell. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, licensed alcohol and drug abuse counselor, and clinical supervisor. I am a survivor of 2020.
Hi, everyone. My name is Robin Morgan, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, administrator, and clinical supervisor. I have also survived 2020.
Truthfully, we're all survivors of 2020, and as a result, we're offering a series of resource videos to provide additional support and tools so you can better manage the increased stress we've all experienced. Not just to survive, but thrive in 2021 and forward.
We know that in a normal year, educators experience a lot of pressure from many directions, from your students, the community, parents, your own family, and we know that the pandemic has only added to that pressure. Perhaps you feel overlooked or undervalued. This is our service to you, offering you access to information you may not already have. This first video will provide an introduction to the impact of stress on our physical and emotional health. The following videos will provide tools to help you manage that stress, giving you mindfulness skills, help you process grief and loss, help maintain connections and healthy relationships, and will guide you through creating a self-care plan. We encourage you to provide feedback in the comment section about what's been helpful and what you want to know more about.
Now, before we get started, we have a few disclaimers. Although we are both therapists, we are not your therapists. These videos are intended to offer material and educate you with information that you may not have access to otherwise. In addition, you may notice we're not wearing masks. It's because we've both been fully vaccinated. However, as we record this, we are following CDC guidelines.
So what is stress? Stress is something we all experience in our lives, and I think in the past 12 months, it's safe to say we have all experienced increased stress. Healthy stress is manageable and sometimes even helpful for us to achieve objectives, like climbing a mountain, completing a 5K or half marathon, surviving a job interview, or giving a presentation. The chemicals released by our fight or flight or self-preservation system like cortisol and adrenaline give us the energy to achieve goals or get through a difficult situation.
So Robin, teach us, what happens in your body during a stress response?
Well, when the stress response system is activated, your body and its functioning is set to protect you from danger. Your thinking brain goes offline to prepare you to freeze. I always think about a rabbit in my front yard, or fight or flight for survival. So in preparation, your heart rate and blood pressure increases, your blood sugar levels rise, you start breathing faster, your muscles might tense up, you'll notice you might be sweating more, and your pupils might dilate.
Sweating, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You may feel a response in your gut, like feeling butterflies in your stomach. This is adrenaline that helps you get through the stressful event. We can manage prolonged stress when our body is able to recover. This is possible if you have supports and protective relationships and stress management or coping skills that lessen the impact of the continued or repeated stress.
Toxic stress occurs when that prolonged adverse event or conditions take place and there's not a chance for your body to recover and calm down that fight or flight response. When we live with toxic stress, we start to experience more chronic physical problems like headaches, GI complaints, and chronic fatigue.
So during COVID-19, we have had increased and prolonged stress from the disruption of the rhythm of our day-to-day lives. And we may have thought about the fear of illness or the fear of dying, uncertainty about how long this will last, stress from social isolation, and lack of physical engagement with social supports, using masks, and having limits on our activities. Things that helped us get an outlet, had an outlet, right? Like going to concerts or going to yoga classes or to the gym or to churches or whatever your religious or spiritual practice is.
Yep. And in addition, many of us, our work environment has changed. You may be teaching remotely from your home or remotely from your classroom. Perhaps you're caring for your children at the same time and guiding them to engage in virtual school while trying to also attend to your students. So setting boundaries with work and life becomes difficult. You may also be teaching in the classroom, attempting to keep your students socially distant and wearing their masks appropriately. You may have had colleagues or friends ill with COVID-19, and maybe you worry about exposure each day you go to work. You may be also nervous about bringing illness home to your loved ones.
So what are you feeling? Take a moment to observe the response in your body while reflecting. You may feel increased anxiety, muscle tension, headaches and physical pain, frustration, sadness and grief, irritability or feeling on the edge, fear, mood swings, and nervousness. Please remember, This is a normal response to a very abnormal situation.
Absolutely. So over the next 4 videos, we will focus on building your toolbox to help you manage these emotional and physical responses in a healthy way. Before we close, we would like to share one simple technique to help calm your stress response system. It's a brief breathing method. You can do it anywhere. And you'll start by getting into a comfortable position, and May will follow along with you. You want to plant your feet on the floor if you're seated, and uncross your legs. Get comfortable, whatever that means for you. You may want to close your eyes or take a soft gaze down. You'll start by exhaling completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound. Then close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a count of 4. And then you're going to hold your breath for a count of 7. And then exhale completely through your mouth, again making a whoosh sound, to a count of 8. Then close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose, again to a count of 4. And then hold your breath for a count of 7. Again, exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound, to a count of 8. And then close your mouth and inhale to a count of 4. Again, hold your breath for a count of 7. And then exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound, to a count of 8. Then again, close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Then exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound, to a count of 8. Take a moment to notice any changes in your body after this breathing exercise.
Well, Robin, thank you for that.
You're
I
welcome.
needed that moment. I noticed that, just to kind of check in and tell you about that experience, I will say that, meditation is not my thing, but I found it difficult to slow down with the breath. And I think it's because we are always on go. So that reminded me to slow down.
Yeah, we forget to breathe.
We forget to breathe. Our next video will also give you additional tools like this to help manage stress and maintain psychological and emotional health with mindfulness techniques. Please keep in mind, some of these tools may resonate with you and others will not. That is perfectly okay. Just take what is helpful and leave the rest. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.